Good morning and welcome to another edition of 15 Minutes of Flame. This is Robert Phoenix. How's everybody doing today? Oh, you're doing great down there. Good to know. Hey, so it's Monday, and it is the 15th of May. We are halfway through the month, and we are just a few days away from the sign of Gemini. And there's a lot of buzz happening right now around June 1st as a kind of a big day on the global spectra as it relates to perhaps a potential false flag. We'll look at that a little bit later in the show. Apologize for not being on the live stream last night. I had a very long, hold on. Here we go. I don't know, that's better, isn't it? Isn't that better? Yes, I think it's better. Had a very long weekend of baseball, hot Texas baseball. You get out there and you're like a piece of fried chicken for a couple of hours. So last night I was a little done, overdone. Let's be clear about that. And it was pretty good. We won two, we lost two, and my kid, the Pisces hard luck pitcher, pitched really well, and his team played pretty well behind him, although there were a couple of key errors which really sunk him. But they couldn't hit the ball, so they wound up losing on Mother's Day. There's yesterday they had teams out there wearing pink jerseys with the names of moms on them. That's the team that we played. I think it's a really kind of cool idea for the kids to honor their mothers on Mother's Day with the names of the mothers on the back of their jersey. I thought that was cool. But apparently, and I didn't know this, there's some connection with Susan G. Komen and Mother's Day, and like baseball players are wearing pink, and this whole breast cancer awareness Susan G. Komen bullshit. So yesterday I was sitting down, and I'm a little politically incorrect at times. So I had three women, including my ex, sitting down the aisle from me, or down, sort of the backstop. And I said, it's really interesting that men have this thing with Susan G. Komen and breast cancer awareness, and they always have to wear pink, and they do it in the NFL for 2 or 3 weeks, maybe 2 weeks. And how come women, like in the WNBA or women's professional soccer, how come they don't wear something for, men's testicular cancer awareness or men's prostate cancer awareness? How come that doesn't happen? I mean, aren't we supposed to live in a society that's 50-50, that's equal? I don't see that happening. And somebody said, well, there's no Susan G. Komen for testicular cancer, prostate cancer. I said, well, you're right. Maybe I should start one. But I don't have either of them, so I would need to have somebody who would be the figurehead for that. Apparently, Jim Morrison had testicular cancer, which is why he killed himself. Theoretically, if he's not Chevy Chase. And then we came on to the color. What color would it be? Because for women, obviously, it's pink and Susan G. Komen. And I said, it's got to be black. Because cancer is kind of a black thing. It's not a pink thing. Anyway, it didn't go over too well, I don't think. It was one of those weekends where I found out that I'm always turning my game down. It's and God bless you people for spending a half an hour with me a day, because it's almost like therapy. Maybe it's therapy for you, but it's therapy for me too. Because out there in the world, it's like if I can turn the volume up to 8, 9 here, out there in the world day to day, it's about 2. Interactions, it's about 2, 3. maybe 4. And every now and then you find somebody who's got a little switch on. Ah, hey, another one of us. In the meantime, you kind of go undercover and chit chat about this and chit chat about that and find common ground, and we all fit in and we're one happy family. And this weekend, it was very clear that that's really the case. Anyway, so we're going to talk about June 1st. And I want to talk about this WannaCry software because on Friday, the whole idea was, well, what can we do to make our lives better? Well, I'll tell you what you can do right now to make your life better is if you have a Windows PC, find the WannaCry software patch. And if you're not familiar with WannaCry software, let me explain to you basically what the premise of this, it's not even software, it's malware. And it is a malware that takes control of your computer, and it actually will hold your computer and your files ransom. Now, whether or not there's a huge amount of money to be made off of this thing, I don't know. You've got it all goes and gets processed through Bitcoin. Now, here's a really, really important piece for all you Bitcoiners out there. What's going to happen to Bitcoin is that they're going to trace more and more illegal activity to Bitcoin. Because once those transactions go through Bitcoin, they are untraceable, really. And this is kind of what's going to happen here. And it's already happening. So will there be a kind of a crackdown at some point around Bitcoin and the cryptocurrencies? Because it's untraceable. And would these events like the WannaCry software, which really, again, if you think about it, it's the amount of money that they'll make off of this is probably not huge. But, oh man, my computer is just really being a pain in the butt because I'm trying to fire something up. And it's just cycling. So maybe they've got a hold of my computer. This is not relevant for Macs, by the way. The WannaCry software. If you have a Mac, you're pretty much immune to most of this stuff. Let me see if I can get it on a different browser because it's really an important thing here. Just so I can bring it to your awareness. WannaCry. Here we go. Hold on. Let's see. Hopefully I'm still online because it feels like everything is freezing up on my computer, which is not fun. Looks like I'm still online. Okay. Yeah. But I'm not having... So this